Okay. All right, kids, we're live. Hey, it's the show. No, let's move. We got to make sure we're all good. Okay, so, all right, so we got to make sure that we can see Elaine's face.
Yeah.
So I think there you go, perfect. All right, so I'm just going to share this, and then we're going to be going on in about 2 minutes. The Char is here from LA, and we have Elaine Sterling. I'm so excited. It's going to be a great time. Okay. So it's been crazy. Crazy. And so, it's so funny, at 30
We're not live
minutes.
yet, though, right?
We're live, but we're not on the air yet.
Okay, I better get my F-bombs out of the way.
So.
I got mine out the way.
Get them out now.
I'm just kidding. Well, it's hard because, like, sometimes when you talk to Boston people, you're like,
Okay, we're good. We're
Are you
all
from
up and
Boston
running.
too? Oh, that's nice. You guys knew each other from Boston?
No.
So Steph, right after you say your happy years are just beginning, then you want to play promo right there, right?
Yes, that'd be
Okay,
great.
got it.
Thank you. Okay.
oh, so he's your board operator?
He's my guy. Sky's the
Oh.
guy.
This is great.
Yay. We love you.
Oh.
It
That's
was
so
his birthday.
nice.
It was his birthday yesterday.
Aquarius.
Oh, happy birthday.
You're Aquarius, that's right.
Yay, Sky's birthday. All right, I'm sideways on Instagram, but oh well. Sorry. Talk to your people that run that app. Right? Okay. So, all right, so we're going live in a minute. Yay! Okay. I'm so weird being, like, this is my third show in this studio, so it's like I'm still sort of getting used to the whole thing.
It's nice though.
It is nice. It is nice. So this was a good idea, pushing this back, but I just wanted to Char, you in there?
I am. And my girls are in there, but
Oh my
they
God.
always take the show. They arrive in the room first. I feel like, as long as I look okay. The lighting's not that great, but I'm fine.
Okay. So. All right, we're good. As long as everybody can see everybody, we're good.
I don't know why, but I want to hang out with you in some New York bar.
And I put traveling Wilburys in.
Ooh.
Snake.
Well, no,
Snake woman. I'm sorry. I just got here this morning. Whoever was working for me yesterday, I wasn't here yesterday.
I have Chris Ridgway's song first.
That's. Whatever the second songs you sent, that second list of songs, the Traveling Wilburys, those are the ones I put in because it was your most recent email. And I thought those are the songs you wanted for today.
I don't remember.
Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah, I don't remember what I did. No, my recent email, I have, do you want me to resend this to you?
I've got living a lot of counties, but I didn't put them in the system. That's what I'm saying. I put it
So you still
Okay,
living in LA?
let's just go with it. We'll go with it. But I
Actually,
just
I'm
don't
gonna
know
ask
what,
some friends
All right.
to get work here.
I just don't know who to dedicate the
No
song
working
to.
hours right now, so
I'm sorry. Like I
I'm
said,
gonna
I
see
just
if
got
my friends just
Right
moved
here.
from one of the big casting agencies. She's ahead of it. She's ahead of it here.
We show you how to enjoy life.
Right here on the Real 1100 AM. Tune in weekly for tips on enhancing your life by balancing body, mind, and heart. And featuring Living Atlanta for where to be this weekend. That's right, Getting Real on 1100 AM. Just Steph.
Hey, this is Steph Palermo, and it's the Just Steph Show. Everybody has two lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. We are second lifers. We're empty nesters, newly single, and those starting over age 3. Your healthy, happy, hip years are just beginning. And thank you to Audio Prism Entertainment for your sponsorship.
The first half hour of the Just Steph Show is brought to you by Audio Prism Entertainment, providing DJs, video jockeys, karaoke, and more. Vanessa Hunley uses her vast experience to help you create the perfect energy and mood for your celebration. Give her a call at 678-851-3497 or send her an email at info@audioprisment.com to discuss your event needs today. Mention the Just Steph Show and get 10% off your event booked for 2018. And for more information, check out www.audioprisment.com.
Yay! All right. So don't forget if you book your DJ in 2018, you get 10% off if you mention the Just Steph Show. So thank you to Vanessa Hunley, and this is the Steph Show theme for 2018. All right,
That's a mouthful.
Easy for me to say. Getting real on the real, and the bat phone is connected. So give me a buzz to chat today. 404-603-8770. Tell me what's going on in your life. I want to hear from you. We've got a great show for you today. I've got my special co-host all the way in from LA, the Char. That's right, stand-up comedian.
Oh no, that's too
You're
much
on
pressure.
TV, you're on TV, movies. She's done it all, I guess,
Too
right?
much well, it's too much pressure when people like automatically say she's a comedian. Like, well,
Be funny,
all right.
tell me a
Say
joke.
something
I know,
funny,
be
yeah.
funny, quickly. And you're
Tell
like,
me-
it's early. I haven't had coffee or anything.
I know, I need a joke. But and we have Elaine Sterling. So Elaine from
Hey.
Elaine Sterling Institute, and we're going to talk all about being healthy in the winter with our skin.
The skin.
Yeah, I'm excited. So we're going to have a great show. But do you know today's National Potato Lovers Day?
Yeah.
I don't
Did you
get
know
to
that?
eat
Should be.
potatoes anymore.
You don't eat them anymore?
French
I
fries.
can't. Well, all right, I do eat fries. I don't know, is that potatoes?
Yeah.
Vodka. You don't drink vodka, gluten free.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I like beer.
No, you-
It's probably my problem.
That doesn't help. Oh my god. Well, I like potatoes, so I just thought that was interesting.
Potato?
Yeah, tomato.
Potato.
Yeah. So what did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? Was it the football game this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did. So I had a football party,
Nice.
and I was gonna call you to come over, but then I saw you were in Boston.
I
So
was. Oh, that would have been
Yeah,
nice.
I
I would have liked
know.
that.
it was like my first one that I'd done, and I was like, okay, am I doing it right? You know, and
I know.
Everybody, where's the football cookies? I'm
I
not
know.
doing this right.
I almost bought football placemats from Swoozies, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it gets a little crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's so funny. But I'm glad you had a good time. You had a good little turnout.
We did. It was fun.
What'd you make for food?
Well, I did wings and pizza.
Oh, nice.
Popcorn.
She's like acting like a real American.
Yeah.
There you are. Well, you've been here long enough.
Yep, 20 years.
There you go. Yeah, almost as long as I've been here in Atlanta. I feel like I, landed in a new planet.
You never know with your accent. It's like everyone from Boston is like, I've been here like 40 years.
I
I'm
know.
like, okay, you sound like you just moved here yesterday.
But you know what's so funny? When I'm home, I get made fun of. Like I have a Southern accent.
I know, so do I.
They go terrible. I go, what are you talking about? Like I say terrible. I don't know.
When I call
They do.
my family in Cape Town and I listen to them on the phone, I'm like, oh my God, do I sound like that? Because their accent is so thick.
Yes.
And they think mine isn't. So
That's
there you
funny.
go.
What'd you do, Char?
What I do? Well, I being from Boston, it's hard because I'm living in Los Angeles, and they
Oh,
the
God.
parties that I go to, they're like, we hate the Patriots, and I'm like in the corner like, oh, Patriots.
That's just
So
that's just like everywhere though.
So like I'm like
Right.
yeah. So I was like I'm just gonna stay at home and have a relaxing. And then I had yoga teacher training. So then I just did yoga all weekend to the point where I'm like I can't.
Oh, that's so fun though.
And then I was like I gotta go, you guys. I don't care anymore. I'm from Boston. You don't understand, but I gotta go.
Right,
So
right.
I left and I just watched the game with my
We
friend. It was
I-
nice.
we went to a nice restaurant in Boston called Sugo, and friends of ours, it's their restaurant, and we never had to order a thing. They just kept bringing out the food.
Oh,
They
nice.
just bringing it out. It was nonstop. I mean, and the food was amazing. And like when you're here in Atlanta, if you want really good food, a lot of times you have to go high end. There's not just your little. And this was so reasonably priced, and the food was just nonstop. It was amazing. So it was great. I love it. I mean, I love the food in Boston is really really great, really lovely. And you don't have to go super fancy.
Mm-hmm.
You can just go to a nice place and enjoy, the food that they have there at a reasonable cost. So
Right.
it's lovely. But I did go to a Super Bowl party on Sunday, and I was just it was so funny because I was so irritated because I was putting together like an antipasto tray and I didn't want to do it. I was like, ugh.
What do you mean anti-pasta train?
Antipasto.
Oh, okay. I think it's a
Antipasto.
train. Okay.
No, tray.
Oh,
And
tray.
So I was
I
like
think it's train.
I was frying eggplant like I was back in the old country. And I was like, oh, God. I'm like, when did I buy into this one? Like, I left that whole life. But it was fun. We had a great time. We were at Doug and Megan's, and we had a great time.
And were you
So
sad when they lost, or were you like, all right, he did good?
I was like, can we go home? I'm tired. It was like
my sister goes, I went to bed.
So what
I
did you
know.
think about the halftime show?
Yeah, well, the sound was a little off. Did you have sound problems? Like, I don't know what it
I
was.
didn't see it. I was in yoga teacher training,
Well-
and I just missed it when I walked in the door.
I really like Justin Timberlake. I
Oh,
love him. He just is funny. I think
he is funny.
He's so funny.
But I'm not into his music for some reason. But
I
yes,
like I like
agree.
his happy song. Like that's fun. Like I like his stuff, But I thought it was for some reason the sound didn't sound great. Did you like it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was. Nothing went wrong.
Right.
It was solid.
And nobody's boob came out.
Right.
Or other parts.
I mean,
Right.
and I just, I kind of hate, I mean, I think there was a sound issue at one point, but if you think about all that coordination that he did, I always expect some surprise guest to come out.
That's what they were saying in Boston. They were hoping for Chris Stapleton to come out and sing "Drink You Away" with him.
You know,
Yeah.
but it was the JT show, so maybe that's okay.
Right.
I do like how they did. There was controversy over the Prince situation,
Loved it.
but I loved how the whole city lights were in purple.
Right.
I mean, that was powerful.
I love Prince. I sometimes wear a purple, like a whole purple workout outfit.
Is that where he's from?
He's from there. Yeah.
Oh, I just went to his house when I did comedy out there.
Oh, you did?
And did it,
And
yeah,
he
and went to
has
the
these-
whole,
Was he there?
yeah, spirit. Mark had his heels
no.
on. Click, click, click.
Well, he was the symbol name for a while there, and my sister would be like, "Is on TV." And I was like, he's like, "What is it?" But I mean, that's kind of funny. But I love Prince.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
God.
Prince.
And
He's just
and
amazing.
JT can really sing.
Right.
So that was awesome. But there's always going to be a critic, right?
Always.
I couldn't pull that
People
off.
are so negative.
People are critics now just because of faceless, you can just put out anything out there and not have a face to it. Just be like, this sucks. But you would never say that to anybody's face. Anybody that anybody puts out, you would be like, I'm sorry.
Well, there's always somebody that has a problem.
Oh, of course.
Which I talked about this last week with the sports guys talking about the haters out there. It's like, what is wrong with people? Like, can't we all just get along?
No.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't have the energy actually to even be like that. It's like I can't be bothered. I got too much going on. I mean, my kid was passing out last night. The urgent care. I mean, trying to drag him in the car. I mean, I got too much going on.
Right.
I'm trying to work. I'm trying to, I don't have time.
You have a life.
I do have a life. I do have a life, but I mean.
Putting her passed out children in the back seat.
I know. Well, no, it was so. I mean, my poor son, he actually tested positive for flu B, and I took him yesterday. Yes, and I was like, yesterday, I think you should go to school.
Typical mom. You don't have a temperature. That's a lie.
But the funny thing is some things don't.
Take this mask. Here you go. You're going into your.
Yeah, go to science. But the funny thing is he I mean. When he passed out, he was on the scale, and he passed out.
Wow,
And
that's dangerous.
the old Sicilian in me came out, and I started screaming at the top of my lungs, "Maddie, are you okay?" Like, just
How long
nuts.
is he out?
Like, just a couple of seconds, and I'm screaming, "Are you all right?" I mean, just like the total, like back when my kids were, my oldest son is
anybody up.
I know, but my son is 20. My oldest is 26 years old, so I've been doing this for a while. You'd think I'd get used to it. I'm still. I told the nurse, I said, "I don't care. I'm still a nut."
You know what? My mom's Italian, and she used to scream at me, and she'd be like, "Do you hear me?" I go, "Ma, Chicago hears you."
Yeah.
Shut. I mean, I would just be like, every day, she would scream. The bus would pull up always, I don't know why, right in front of my house. Why, God, why? But every day I would look out. My mom would be like, "Joey!" I was like, oh my God. I wouldn't get off the bus. I'd be like, just keep going. I will walk 10 miles back.
I'll go to the next
It's winter, but I do not care. I'm not getting out with that crazy lady.
It's nuts.
Screaming.
It's nuts. I wanted to, we have to sort of switch gears a little bit if you don't mind.
Sure.
I can talk like
I'm
this
in.
all day.
I'm in.
But I do have a format, so we have
I'm
to
in.
try.
Okay, we want to talk about beauty. All right?
Yes.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You're co-host. Go ahead, girl.
No.
We're talking about beauty and men. I mean, this is going to be the best show.
I love it. Yeah, absolutely. So Elaine's she's the guru of skincare. And let me just tell you, every time you're on my show, I get a breakout and I pick my face. I mean, what is wrong with
Your
me?
face gets nervous, maybe?
Well, I think I get nervous. I'm worried she's going to come in and be like, "Oh, you need a face, you need this."
Well, that's funny. I did look at your skin today.
First of all, how could you be worried she says you need a facial? I'll be like, I do? I'll be there
Well,
tomorrow, darling.
I know. We should go.
Yeah,
We
go.
should go. Maybe we'll go this week.
Oh, no. It was already happening.
Oh, okay. So no, but that happens to me. Like every time you're on my show, like my skin I have a breakout, and I go, "What is wrong? What is wrong? My pimples want to show. They're screaming for Elaine, help me."
No.
So yeah, it's
I
crazy.
need extraction, please.
Yes, let me out of
Somebody
here.
extract me. No, I'm excited because when I found out you're on the show, I was like, oh, dear Jesus. Because I am, I do not know what happened to me. Because when I first moved to Los Angeles, I'm like, I'm not doing any of that stuff to my face. And now I'm like, what is it? What is it? Put it in my eye. Give it to me. Like now I'm like, but I just don't want to look like those women in LA. They look so weird.
Oh, they're like the Stepfords. Everybody looks the same.
No, but I asked somebody, and they said they want to look like that. They do that on purpose.
Because that is their
Which
normal.
I was shocked.
That's their normal.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
I saw, what's her name? Osborne. What's her name?
Oh.
Sharon Osbourne.
Right.
She used to come out of the talk when we were on set, because that's where my sitcom was. And I would be like, dear Jesus, don't ever, whatever she has, I don't want. Because she looked so weird. I thought, how do you look in the mirror and go, oh, this is beautiful?
They have those big cheeks and they're like,
yeah. Like
their
Madonna
face-
does too. Like, you look gorgeous, whatever you're doing.
I guess we should have had a man on the show. Well, this man in
Darling,
go ahead. Go ahead. You could.
But
Pipe in.
when you see women with lots of lip, and does that attractive to you?
Not long term, for sure.
What does that mean? So what is the short term?
Oh,
Well, no, it's just I don't like it personally. That's
Right.
my thing. I'm saying for other guys, they may like it, but they're not gonna want
Stick
to
with.
stick with it. Yeah, it'd be like just a one night or
Mrs.
quick
Right
fling.
now.
I don't want to date
Quick
a
fling
Bratz
kind of
doll.
thing.
Everyone looks like the Bratz doll. Like
I
those,
know.
those
If
dolls.
you're fake like that, you're probably gonna be fake in other ways also.
Right.
That's a good sign.
well, the outward is reflective of the inside, right?
God, I must be so beautiful inside then.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I think the thing is that aging is so hard for women because men, they can look any kind of way and they're always get a date. But women, we're aging. It's a little bit more difficult. I think the idea of women, and so, one thing about women that's very attractive, I think, to men, is when women feel good about themselves and they're confident and they're relaxed. Am I right?
Right.
That's
It's like she exudes confidence. That's
Right.
why she's got so many friends.
Right. And but also to be relaxed, right? And not confident that you're aggressive, but just confident that you're saying you're okay with yourself.
Right.
That is, I think, very attractive to men.
I think, and maybe correct me if you think I'm wrong. I think for our age group, it sort of takes a while to get there, and then you start to feel good, and you're like, okay, you've got so much going on, you can't worry about stuff. But I think some of the younger girls seem to be in good shape with that. Do you think? Or maybe I'm not seeing that. I just see my son's girlfriends, the 20-year-old girls, and they just seem to be so happy with themselves and just okay with whatever.
They're a lot more relaxed than our generation.
Right.
And for example, going to the supermarket with their pajamas on, right? And the Uggs and, no makeup.
yeah,
and
that's true.
So it seems
Hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, where I come from the generation, like, my mother would be like, you're not leaving the house looking like that, darling.
Darling, put on your red lipstick
Yes.
to get bread.
Good design. We would not go to the supermarket without a full face.
Well, wait a minute.
Right.
Which of you grew up where? South Africa?
Well, I grew up all over the world, but South African, we were very, that was the thing. You never left the house without full hair and makeup.
Yeah.
I was in LA, Long Beach, and I went out with my girlfriend, Lydia Safati, and so we went to a restaurant, and she was in casual, and I walked out into the lobby with a glitter top, look, I was going to a black tie.
Right.
Okay. And she looked at me, she says, well, it's kind of casual tonight, and then she smiled, she says, because she's foreign, so she says, well, you can never be too overdressed.
But you know what? I think that way in Atlanta. We're like that because my friends are like that too here. You cannot be overdressed. Like, I would go to Hal's in a lovely dress or in jeans. Like, I think you can dress really nicely here, and because in Boston they're very casual.
Jeez, are you kidding me? Like the hoodies.
I
Like the
know.
women, and I'm like,
Then I go, what
we're
is
gonna go
wrong?
play field hockey.
I don't look good in a hoodie. I cannot do a hoodie. I don't
that
look,
makes me laugh.
But I went out to dinner the other night
I've never heard a hoodie.
with I think
It
we
says
have,
Nantucket.
we have a mutual friend, and I went out with him, and I
Uh-huh.
was casual, and I walked down, and he was like, you're going dressed like that? I said, casual. I said, this is my casual. I tried. It was like camouflage pants, and it was like just a long black top.
Right.
That was my cash.
I tried, but the tiara just fell on my head.
Oh my God. Do you know, actually, I have a tiara at work.
I knew it.
I saw that. I think. Did you put it on Facebook?
It's my thinking cap.
I love
So
it.
every time I need to brainstorm,
I love
put
this
my
person.
But
Did you love her?
But the tiara is a little small. I'm going to go get it. I do. You know, I do need a bigger one.
Okay, so maybe I'd like one.
Yeah, it's
I want
great.
one. I think next time we're all on together, let's wear our tiaras
I'm
because
down.
we're on Facebook
I'm in.
Live. So
I'm in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my thinking cap.
I think we should just go buy one on the way home. One each. We'll get one. It's on me.
Well,
Tiara's on me.
I love the mark because like you can get like the really big like crowns.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I love that.
But you know what I say is that you have to be a princess, never the queen, because the queen has too much responsibility. Like the princesses,
that.
you know, we don't have any responsibility. We don't have to do anything
Right.
but look pretty.
Wonderful.
Well, you know, that was funny. That was sort of the premise of my whole workshop was, you know, if you want all this to happen, you don't have to do anything. You just have to change your mind.
Right.
It's all about mindset. Don't do anything. Like everyone's like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I got to check this off. If I want to be skinny, I have to do this, if I want to be, you know, I'm going to work out. No, 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 no. Don't do anything. Just change your mind. Change the way you think about yourself, change the way you think about the world, and things will change for you.
What's so funny is that is exactly what I was like recently. I'm like, what is wrong? Like everything, all my results are, I'm like, oh, and I'm just like, all right, you have to get out of this mindset. And
Change the narrative.
Yeah, and I just,
Change
but
your
now I'm like,
story.
as soon as I start feeling like, I just go right
Yeah.
into a meditation, like get
Yeah.
out of this feeling
right.
immediately,
Breathe.
because some things have just gone so weird that I thought, oh, okay, I'm doing. Anyway, that's what I've been into just so much lately. Just even meditating on the train when I got here, because I was like, I'm going into a spiral.
Okay, so
Oh, let's talk about your.
I know.
I'm
You know
sorry.
what? I know.
I'm sorry.
You know what? I just want to make sure we talk about. Can we get some top tips for men and women for skincare during, you know, for the over 40 crowd during the winter months?
Well, can I just say one word, like dry?
Right.
I mean, it's like, right now, I mean, my skin, I think skin is just feeling so dry. You know, I mean, we've got this up and down weather, and then we're taking all these antihistamines, and I was like, oh my God, so dry. And I'm even seeing, you know, skin. Last night, I was working on one of my students' skin, and she's got a beautiful, normal skin type, but it was dry. So I would say that right now, we all need to be on a serum. We need to be on a water-soluble serum. A hyaluronic acid serum would be great, because hyaluronic acid has the ability to hold 1,000 times its weight in water. You know, and so that is important.
Are you allowed to recommend a brand or no?
No, I'm not recommending. I'm saying look for the ingredient.
Okay.
So look for the hyaluronic acid, you know, and a water-soluble serum. But also, you know, it's really is peel season. What I like about peels is that especially lactic acid peels, will bring moisture to the skin. So, you know, being girls, that's something that we're going to do. We, you know, a serum and a moisturizer, and you're really good at coming in for services, but I really believe in facials. Even if it's just the Elaine Sterling facial, as in silver.
No, I totally believe. I mean,
Yeah.
I that's where I spend my money. I'm like, I don't care if I ever get my hair cut again, but I
Right.
will have my face touched once a month.
Right, there you go.
In a circular motion.
I can't eat, but I'm going to get my facial.
Oh, yeah.
It's true. It's
Well, you're better off, I think. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's so bad of me, but yeah, I would think.
Well, your banking is, and you know, I have this thing about aging because I'm 50 this year.
Oh, we're going to have a party! When's the birthday?
July 1st, same as Princess Diana.
Oh,
Princess
goodness.
again, see, have to bring it up.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's funny though when you say 50, like 50. It's like a little sigh, like 50. 50's 50. Well, do you feel like old? Is 50 like 50? Like
I
your
feel
knees?
great.
My knees hurt. See, my knees hurt. I don't know what happened.
I'm,
Go
50,
ahead.
I'm 51. I feel great.
All right.
Well, I think, you know, again, I think it's just that narrative that we have to
Yeah,
change.
yeah, all right.
Because, you know, especially when you're dating, it's like, you know, how do men feel about women that are aging and how they look and etc. Because I'm never going to look 24 again. You know,
Right.
none of us
You
are
do the
gonna
best
24.
where you can be where
you're at right now.
Yeah.
You know, and also to feel beautiful. Like when I walk into a room, I feel beautiful, and that's
True.
important.
I
you
think
know?
that spirit comes through, that energy. And people that are really beautiful, especially being in Hollywood, you see a lot of people that you're like, they're so beautiful, you just bump into walls. You're like, oh my God, why? God does not like me. But then you meet them and they're they become ugly or something.
But I have a makeup artist that I work with at my school, Kat Fender, and she always said, I'll never forget, she says, God never made an ugly woman.
No, everybody's beautiful.
So, and that's what I don't think women realize, is that I've really never seen an ugly woman. And all of those Hollywood stars, they're just women and men like us. Basically,
Sure.
they just have a good team,
That work on them for, I didn't know this. Do you know how long the average person gets worked on for a makeup artist to get ready for
2
their
hours?
show? 3.
Yeah.
There you
2
go.
to 3.
You know what,
2
though?
to 3 every day?
I have to say,
I like, get me out of this chair.
when I was younger and my self-esteem was really rock bottom growing up and everything, especially, growing up with the Poland syndrome and having the weight issue and everything, whatever was going on with me.
Right.
And I remember going to one of my reunions some years ago when things had sort of turned around in my head, and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, everybody looks beautiful here. And I think it really had nothing to do with them, but it had something to do
The
with...
amount of alcohol that you would drink.
Yeah. Yeah. It was definitely that. I was
Beginning of the
I
evening,
was
not so
probably-
good. End of
There's
evening,
a lot of
damn.
low lighting.
Yes. We were at Kowloon, by the way. But, no, you know what? I felt like it was because I was so good with me and okay with me. I really enjoyed everybody, and I love everybody. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna actually we've got to do we have to move on and talk about a little bit about dating. So we're gonna talk about dating and social media, and this is dating advice for second lifers and the Just Steph rules of dating. Okay, so, I dig around a lot. I do some research. And Julie Spira, she's actually out of LA, and she's the country's top online dating expert. So she writes a lot of articles, and I get her weekly, it's called the Cyber Flirt. And,
That's cute.
Yeah, and so, she always puts out articles that, different sites put out, like eHarmony and all of that. And so I like to give her kudos because she's just a great resource. So the question is to friend or not to friend on Facebook and social media when you're first starting to date. So, but I sort of want to take it a little further than that and talk about the role, because I can tell you right now, Facebook has been sort of a tension in my situation, because in Boston, they're all paranoid. They don't want anybody to see their business. They don't want anybody to know what they're doing.
Then they shouldn't be on social media.
Right,
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and I know if I post a picture of
Yeah,
us,
ew.
somebody will screenshot it and send it to him and go, oh my God. And so I get and it's very funny. And
That is so
and
funny.
while what happened, this is funny. I hope he doesn't mind, but I'm going to tell this what happened. So on Super Bowl, he handed me his phone for something, to do something on it, because I'm more tech savvy. And I hacked his Facebook account and changed his profile picture to the picture of us.
Oh, that I would say was that, did you have a drink before you did that?
Oh, I had several.
Okay, yeah, well, there you go.
So, but we've been going out for a little over a year, and I thought it was funny, and he didn't know because he never gets on Facebook. And then he gets a text from one of his friends with our picture and said, "Oh my God!" He's like, "What is that?" And he got so mad.
You got mad?
He did, and well, it sort of made me mad too, but that he was mad. But I was like, it was a joke. Like my aunt and I was laughing about it. I told my aunt in the car that
But
morning.
you've been dating for a year?
Over a year. Yeah.
And are there pictures of you and him on his page?
We're all over the place.
Oh,
It's
that's-
all, yeah.
well, that's
See,
not
my
good.
boyfriend, there's none of me. And you know what's funny is I'm like...
How long have you been dating him?
4 years.
4 years. That's good.
4. But I always laugh because I go, we're not official until I'm in that Facebook profile.
Oh, that's so funny.
Until... Because he had it with his ex-wife, so I'm like, oh, that was
But
nice.
see how the dependence, it becomes like...
Well, I'm the only single one here, so I don't know.
So, well, I mean, you get like, should I change my status on Facebook, like from single to in a
I
relationship?
never did. But, we were on and off. We've been on and off for
Right.
4 years. I mean, we were
Does
on,
anybody even
on,
look
on.
at that status? I think it means something to you, but...
Well, here's the thing for me. I use Facebook mainly for work. I mean, I use it
Right.
to
connect. It's a networking
yeah,
tool.
it is,
Right.
and I belong to, and so I use it, and part of my show is living in Atlanta, where we talk about
Yeah,
being
you
social.
have to.
So I use it, I put out all my social stuff there. And I think it's kind of fun. And I see a lot of celebs on Instagram doing their stuff and just being kind of goofy and doing whatever. And it just shows a real side of them.
Right.
So, I don't think that, I don't think it's so bad to be on there, but I think that you have to be careful. And I always ask, like, all right, I didn't ask about changing the profile picture, because that was a joke. But and I changed it right back for him. But I always.
But it's a good conversation to have with him now.
Yeah.
Because what about that bothered him so much?
I think he just doesn't want, and he just, I got to get off Facebook. I go, well, get off.
Yeah.
I go, get off. I'm not getting off. I mean, this is what I do.
Right.
I mean, this is part of my world. This is how I promote Just Steph.
Right.
So I'm like, get off. But he's, then he doesn't. Then he's, it's just funny. But I don't know. I think that I always ask somebody, can I post this? And I asked him at the beginning, hey, can I post and tag you? This is when we first started going out. He goes, yeah. He didn't realize that then all his friends started. It was like, who's this girl?
Wow.
So because they're not so techie. Like when I go home to Boston, they go, oh, can you fix my my iPod or whatever? Because they're just not into the tech stuff. And to them, Facebook is just too. Can you fix my profile?
Well,
Whatever. So
I think Facebook is hard if you start going out and then it doesn't work out and then you're on his Facebook like, who's that?
I know.
I mean,
know.
sometimes it is like, well, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you friend somebody you just met. So why wouldn't you friend like a guy that you dated, even if it was twice? You're like, what's your Facebook thing? You're like, okay, and then you're in. Well, and then what are you gonna do? Block? I mean,
remember we were talking on the way over here. And I was telling you about how I set up all those dates a couple years ago in Boston on Tinder, and I canceled them all because I started going out with Eddie. I canceled all the dates, but a lot of those guys that I canceled date with, and I never went out with them. They Facebook friended me. I'm like, okay, whatever.
That's fine.
Yeah, like whatever. Who cares?
it's just the world we live in.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Sky, about the Facebook?
I like it, like you said, same thing. I've got to connect with people that I haven't seen in a long time,
Right.
or long distance. Like one of my best friends is in Australia, so I was able to connect with him, and that's what I use it for. It's just for the connection.
And then you get to pray for someone that is sick, or little things like that. I like. Or you see somebody who had a baby, or all your friends are doing better things in their career than you are.
I think it's just a show-off thing. I really do.
I do.
And sometimes when I look bad on Facebook, I go, I don't care. I put out so much nice stuff. Who cares? Like, this is the real me today.
I have a friend that puts stuff on Facebook, and I'll be like, "Are you at the Rod Stewart concert? I thought you're what? We were at a wine bar last night." She goes, "Oh, that happened 2 months ago. It's Facebook." And I'm always like, "What?" So I just feel like I realize just how much stuff, like people will be like, "Oh, you went to Egypt," and they're like, "Oh, who cares?"
Right.
And they're still sad, or just those little things. Like it's just, I go, "Oh, it's just all."
So your dating guru, what
sorry.
best dating site did she say was? Because right now, I mean, there's so many dating sites, but I don't know what's the best one right now. Since you can give me some dating advice.
Well, you know what? It's funny. You know what? Now Julie, she talks about all the different ones, and I can give you my advice.
Go ahead.
This is my. I really like Bumble. I like Bumble.
Really?
I really like Bumble.
I don't even know what Bumble is.
I like
I've heard
Bumble.
about it.
The guys are really cute, and
Okay.
and the thing is if you match, like it's like Tinder, but they cannot reach out to you. The woman has to reach out to them first.
Wow.
So, but you do the simultaneous matching. So like you'll match like Tinder. But I found the quality of men to be really a little bit higher. I like Bumble a lot. I do. Now Tinder, I had a boyfriend for a while on Tinder. Like
My friend just got married from being on Tinder, and
Well, there's no other way to meet somebody right now than meeting them online. So I mean,
Right.
that stigma's
she loved
gone.
Tinder.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's great.
And Match is good because it's more detailed. I just think you have to really. Now, one of the things that Whitney Miller, she's from Heartbeat Matchmaker here in Atlanta, she says, because a lot of times you get stuck in texting with them afterwards, and they never really ask you out.
Okay.
You get in a sort of a pen pal thing, and I've had that a lot when I was dating. And what you need to do is say, I'll let you know that when we meet.
Okay.
Because you can get stuck in that. Well, when we meet, we can talk about that. That'd be great conversation for when we have dinner or
Yeah.
talk or we have whatever.
When I broke up with my boyfriend, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do, and my friend did this, and she goes, you know what you need to do? Just go to meetup groups. What are you interested in? What do you like? Do you like surfing? Then go meet a bunch of people every Saturday and go surf. And then that's a like attracts like. And then do you like comedy? Then go hang out with people that do whatever you... So I was like, oh, like what kind of person would I want to meet? And then I started looking up the meetup groups. And actually, I'm still friends with some of those people for a cooking thing. And then I met another friend who they did other things. So I was like, I'm kind of interested in producing. So then I was like, let me join a meetup. And I did a writing meetup group.
Oh, nice.
And then I met, I'm laughing. I went to this anyway, you just go and they have writers who talk and they do little books. And it was just in this woman's apartment. And she had all these writers and Judd Nelson from our Breakfast Club.
Yes.
Here, he's in the corner and I go, I will have sex with that man. Am I allowed to say that? I'm sorry. But my whole point was I was like, who would have thought I would have went to this woman's apartment in the Valley at a meetup group.
And it was Judd Nelson.
Because he had known somebody that wrote a book and then he was there. But anyway, it's just, it's a joke. But I was still but the whole point is I met those people and, I thought that was a good way.
Thank you. All right, so take a risk, be vulnerable, share your heart and love always. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, more Elaine Sterling and the Char. This one is for the birthday peeps, Skywalker, Courtney Pentalis, and Linda Winkler Rosenberg. Happy birthday, peeps, and thanks, John Hyatt. All right, so let's see who's here. Oh, my sister's watching.
Hey, sis.
Okay, so, all right, so let's see. Hi, Nat.
The second half hour of the Just Steph Show is sponsored by Coach John Hyatt. John Hyatt is a motivational speaker, executive leadership and relationship coach in Marietta, Georgia.
Okay, so let's see.
Coach on the Square.
Hi, Frank.
John
Hi, Ann.
events open to the public.
Hi, Bobby. Hi, Nancy.
Evenings from 7 to 8:30.
Paul, how are you? Asha is watching.
My daughter.
Hi, Chris.
8:30 a.m.
Oh, she said hi, Mom.
Oh,
Hi, Terry. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Betty Ann. Hi, Annette.
Coach John
Michael McDevitt. What are you doing?
on Facebook,
Hi, Carol Ann.
LinkedIn at
Hi, Timothy. Hi, Gabrielle. Hi, Steve. Hi, Philip. And the Char. Okay, you guys are all tagged. Okay, we're good. All right. So this is my friend Chris Ridgway's song. He made this song, so I said, all right, I'll play it. I go, it's my show. I'll play any song I want to, right? Oh my God. So, how we doing, girls?
Good.
Fun.
Right? Is there anything that we can talk about? Do you want to still touch more on?
We didn't get to talk about the men's skincare.
Well, this next section is all about you. So you want to talk a little bit about your journey if you want, and then your school, and your spa, and then if you want to talk about, if you have time, you can talk about skincare, or you can talk whatever you want. This is your time. So, but you know what? I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna thank you for the for the room on the I used Elaine's classroom for my workshop. Oh my gosh, she's so great to do that. And it was such a great venue for me. It was perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Kind of, in the middle of everything, so that's good.
It is, but you know what? It was the best setup. It was awesome setup for me. So I loved it. So let's see. All right. So we're all good.
Have you seen me on the bus?
I saw you on the bus.
You saw the bus?
You know what?
You have an ad on a bus?
No. Did you remember me saying that?
I do.
I said I want my face on a bus,
You
and I
did.
was like,
You
that.
can though.
I know. I said, oh my God, she's on a bus. I said, I want my face on a bus.
That's hilarious.
It's like Sex and the City. But what was even funny was I was taking.
Did you take a picture?
Everybody takes a picture, and you can win and I'll mention it. You can win a free treatment at my school if you take a picture and say, "Where's Elaine?" and then you can get a free treatment. But I was on the MARTA going to LA, and I put my bag, you know, where you can put your bag, and then I sat down and look up, and I put my bag right under my face because I'm on the MARTA trains as well. And I'm sitting there, so I took a selfie with my picture, and then I sat back down, and there's so many people with the headphones. And I mean, I had my hair exactly the same way as the picture on and nobody noticed.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
No. Just so it shows you, like, everybody's, like, in their own, so maybe it doesn't work, because maybe they're on the MARTA, because everybody...
No, I had...
No, they're all in their. I just took that. Everybody's like in their music.
1 minute. Caitlin Pratt was on a couple of weeks ago, and she's a news reporter. Caitlin Pratt Andrews, she's a news reporter here on Fox 5. And I said, "Do you get recognized when you're out?" She goes, "No, but my husband, who's on radio, does." Tim Andrews. He's a comedian on radio. So you never know. You know what I mean? People, it depends on, you know.
Oh, yeah, well, we like to try different things.
That's all funny.
You know,
I want to be in, I want to be in a bus.
I know.
I saw her. I'm like, oh my God, she's on a bus.
And so Asher was so cute.
Totally,
Asher was like,
totally.
Asher was like,
Make that
"Mom,
happen."
you're so big,
Oh my God.
huge."
So funny. I love it. You know, it's a good song. Oh, you changed it. Yeah. Thank you. I feel better now. It was making me nervous. Sky always wears that hat. He's a Green Beret. And so he had on another hat when we came in. And I was like, "What are you doing? You're going to put your hat. I can't go on my show without you with your hat on." So, yeah, this is Living a Lie by Chris Ridgway. So, I went to...
I've been listening. What?
His song, we went through up to sixth grade together. And so we're still friends. He's been on my show.
Song.
All right, we're back, and that song belongs to Chris Ridgway. We went to grammar school together, and we're
It's a
still
beautiful
friends.
song.
He actually is on the radio in Boston too. So he's been on my show when I taped up there. He's great. So Elaine, I'm so glad to have you back here. You're always a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Oh, you are. I love your energy.
I know,
I
she's
just
got
wanna
great energy.
package it.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think Char knows your story because it's such an amazing story, and I love it, and I think that it's worth retelling. So
Okay.
so let's hear a little bit about it because I love it. Where you came from, and then how you got here, and how you decided to get into doing your own school, and she has a line of skincare products that
Right.
I use every day. I love them.
Are you using the
Lovely.
HA serum?
No, I'm using I use Brighten Me.
Uh-huh.
And I have the Everyday Hydration,
Right.
the cleanser, and the eye cream.
Okay, the eye cream is awesome. But add the HA serum.
I'm gonna write this down.
Well, you said that for the dry skin, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Add the HA serum, and then
I'm writing this down too.
I'm bringing in a mandelic, which is going to be great because it'll be for nightly use. So you'll
Okay.
like that too.
Okay.
What's a mandela?
It's an acid,
Okay.
so it's a small dose of acid. Okay, so my story. So first of all, I'm Elaine Sterling. I own the Elaine Sterling Institute in Sandy Springs.
Right.
16,000 square feet. We have an esthetician program, massage program, and massage therapy and nail care. We're accredited, and we offer financial aid for those that qualify. Disclaimer. So I am originally from South Africa. I think there's 30,000 of us of South Africans in Atlanta, and I say that every year for the past 12 years. So surely we've had some children, so maybe there's
Right.
more than 30,000.
Right.
So there's a big community here, but probably because of the weather and a growing community. But anyway, I came to Atlanta with my husband at the time, and he worked for CNN. And that country and western song didn't work out. And so here I was in Atlanta with, 2 small kids and a single mom. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I pulled out my little box, and there I had was my esthetician certificate from South Africa. So I got my license here, and I started, I worked 3 jobs to be able to support my 2 kids. And then I started working for a spa, and I started training and teaching, and I really saw that kind of like the European standards and skills were a little bit different, but also just, we had that standard, and I was like, but I loved the American science. And so I used to write my own training, and then I would try and find trainings all across America, and this was like 15 years ago. And I'd always come back from a training and say, I could teach that. I could have teach that. And my boyfriend got sick of this. Okay, Elaine, let's go teach it then. I was like, you know what? You sometimes need to put your money where your mouth is. So I went to work for a school to learn undergraduate education.
Mm-hmm.
And in between that, I got stage 2 breast cancer, and I'll never forget. I'll never forget after 6 rounds of chemo and 6 weeks of radiation. Bald head. I have a fantastic head, by the way. So if Star Trek ever comes to Atlanta, really, they need to see my head because I think it'd be fantastic. So an esthetician, with no eyebrows was, hard. So I never forget when the booms raised at Northside Hospital and I drove out, I was like, I want to change my life. You know what women are like? Like when we get in our mind, what are the 2 things we change? We break up with our boyfriend and we change our hair. Well, I had no hair to change.
Right.
So I broke up with my boyfriend. Literally, I was on the phone as I was driving. We're done. And then I quit my job and I went to work for an undergraduate school and I learned undergraduate education. And I realized that really to affect the spa industry, which is so growing, is to get them at the undergrad.
Right.
And then in 2008, I decided to open up my own school. And everybody said, have you lost your mind? Are you crazy? And I was like, yeah. And I realized, I had no money.
It's the best place to be.
Yeah. I opened up my school with a credit card, no backing, no funding, nothing. And everybody was like, what, are you crazy? What do you know about business? And I was like, what have I got to lose? Nothing can be worse than being hooked up to a chemo drip. I'll never forget, like my doctor said, Elaine, this is not the worst thing that will happen to you. Well, besides something happened to your children, that was pretty much the worst thing that had happened to me.
Right.
If there's going to be something worse than that, please God, no. So, I worked out if I lost my home, extended stay was $250 a week, and, I had child support back then that would cover that. I had, I had 2 licenses. I could work. And I knew I was good at what I did. So I opened up my school, and I got 6 students, and I taught the whole program myself. And 10 years later, March, I'm at 260 students.
Wow.
Just
is a
really,
success story.
just
Nice.
really working hard. And then in the middle of that, like 3 years ago, I have the cancer gene, so I had the double mastectomy, I had my ovaries removed, to talk about having, the fountain of youth is your ovaries.
Right.
Bottom line. So, there's dry skin and all the issues that come with that. But, it's kind of like, okay, you realize that what are you going to do with the next 30 years of your life? And the main thing is to be healthy. That's the most important thing. So we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. And so that was a decision that I need to make because I have the gene that I could, live a good life for myself and my children. And, a couple of pieces of advice I can give people is that, just like they say, when a plane's going down, the first thing you do is, you put the oxygen mask on yourself. And I know it's hard for my kids, but you've got to take care of yourself first.
Right.
And people forget that. Then you can take care of everybody else.
Right.
You've got to know when to be selfish. And you've got to change the narrative of your life, And I was watching TED Talks, which I love. And this woman was saying, all her friends say, oh, I'm so tired of being fat. I'm so tired of being tired. I'm so tired of being sick. I wish I didn't have this heartbreak. I wish I felt better about myself. I wish people weren't mean to me. I'm sick of the haters and da-da-da-da. And she turned around to her friend and she said, that's a dead person's hopes and dreams. One thing we know for sure, that when you're dead, you will not have haters, you will not get sick, you will not get tired, you will not be down, and you will not be depressed. But the rest of it is life. That is what's life, and you've got to relish it, right? So that is what I know for sure.
Well, just one thing that when you said you've got to be selfish, I addressed that in my workshop, and I talked about the difference between selfishness and self-care.
Right.
And really, true selfishness is when you withhold your gifts from the world. That is selfish. When you don't be true, when you are not true to yourself, and you're not who you're supposed to be, who you are. You're not true to yourself, and you withhold your gifts because everybody has gifts and talents, and when you withhold them from the world, that is selfish. Going to the gym, eating right, starting your own business, that's self-care.
Right.
So, and I love that. I love that you really, I love that oxygen. I use that all the time, that oxygen mask. Put on your own oxygen mask before you help the next person.
The other issue I think I have is that don't let your circumstances or your past define you and stop you from being the person you want to be.
Right.
It's so easy because we're stuck that we're blaming everybody for the situation that we're in.
It's the blame game.
Well, change the narrative. Who do you want to be? Take responsibility for who you want to be.
Well, you can take, honestly, this has been a weird year. I'm like, I'm being tested. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But then I'm like, you can change the narrative, and you can, tell people, you can say, because I'm not one to blame others. I'm like, well, how did I do this? What can I do to fix it? What did I do? Blah,
You
blah,
and I are a
blah.
lot
Even
alike.
little things, if I'm not getting a job, if things aren't working, I'm like, but then sometimes I'm like, I can't control if people hire me. Like, I can't control if people leave me. Like, I'm just exhausted of, like, these little things that have been happening, that are not happening, and then something else bad. Whatever the circumstances are, that I just go, So I'm just like, okay. Like, I don't know what I'm doing to make this happen. And that's what's been more frustrating. Because I'm like, I want to change it. And then I get all that. And that's still hard.
It is.
So I mean, and I'm the person, I do yoga, I go to retreats, I do meditation.
Maybe you're doing too much. In the
No,
stillness,
Gotta relax.
No,
in the
but
stillness of quiet.
No, but I
The
think
answer
my
will come.
answer is just the narrative.
Right.
And I am still running that, and sometimes there's just things I learned from way back when, and I may not be able to change them, and it may just be an acceptance. But anyway, I'm learning this huge right now because, but I actually feel like in that, whatever's set to come, I need to learn this or for something else. And I'm always where like, oh, this
I'm
is
so
okay.
happy you're here, Shirley. We're going to spend a lot of time talking.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying when you guys are saying this, I am in the depths of it, where like everything I've touched has not worked or went horribly wrong, where I'm like,
Yeah, but I don't think that's not being off your path. I think it's actually you being on the path of going where you need to go. Like, that's my thought on that.
but there is no path.
There's always a path. There's always a path.
Oh my gosh. That's
Full
you.
of
This is what you do when you're digging your
thorns and
grave.
trickery and
Oh, geez.
Well,
no.
also you need to move away from people that have thorns and trickery.
Or negative.
You divorce the people in your life. You
no,
know.
because sometimes you can get it, and it's easy to say when you're in a negative spiral, and then certain things come out. You can really have an uncertainty that can sometimes take you in to the whirlpool, and then you got to suck yourself out. And
But then you also, after that, you realize how it felt to
Right.
be in that whirlpool. And when it happens, and then I'm like, oh my God, I now can feel in my body, and that did not feel good. That whirlpool.
Right, you
did
have to
not-
go with that
I
inner
don't
voice.
want to be in that
love
whirlpool
it.
anymore.
So, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and I'm learning that
Yeah.
as we're speaking, and I think that
That didn't
I'll
feel
shake
good.
it off, like stop it,
Right.
like stop
Yeah.
right now, and I'll meditate into a
Right.
different state
Right.
immediately.
Right.
But I'm like, wow, really is a fight.
Right.
From all the voices in my head to I'm having to deal with my ex-husband now, and I'm like, oh,
How long have you been divorced?
6 years.
Wow.
But we were married for 15 years, and I really don't talk to him at all. So that lately something happened, and I've been dealing with him, and he'll say negative things, and I'll go,
Of course.
But then, and that's again, I'm just learning it, for all those people that are there, and
Takes
people,
time.
and people just go, just be positive.
No,
and,
no,
and I
no.
just want to go, okay, I'm positive that I do not feel positive right now.
Right.
But I like being where I'm at, and it's
Right.
okay,
And
because
sometimes
I'm learning how to get out of that narrative.
But sometimes also you have to go through those things to get to somewhere else, like you're saying. I mean, I'll never forget when I was like on my darkest day under the ocean with my chemo treatment. But whatever cancer took away from me, life gave back to me. And the same with situations with one of my breakups that I had with somebody I dated for a long time. It was very painful for a long time.
Right.
And now I just feel so free from it, but it didn't happen overnight.
Well, I also don't know why in my brain I don't learn that lesson. Because my divorce was the worst thing that ever happened to me, and then turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to
Right.
me. And I'm
But
like,
at the time, but a divorce is a death.
it is. I said, people say,
Yeah.
no, but I said, my joke is like, people are like, oh, divorce is like death. I'm like, yeah, I didn't get a casserole. Nobody cared. Like, nobody, I mean, if they
But
died,
you're
they're
still
like,
going through those
yeah,
emotions
exactly.
of a
Your
death.
heart is still ripped out.
I mean,
You're still-
when I divorced my husband, I couldn't afford therapy, so I joined the Baptist Church Divorce Support Group. Great idea because it's free, but even the pastor was sick of me. Because every day I go, well, he doesn't take the children, he doesn't pay the support support. And I was on and on, and eventually the poor pastor, he was like, oh God, there's Elaine again. And he was like, Elaine, life is not fair.
Right.
That's what I tell you.
That's what my Catholic
Life is
guy
not
said.
fair. And I was like, oh my, and he was like, do you realize that when your ex texts you or that calls you, you don't have to answer the phone? I was like, hallelujah!
Right.
I was like, oh my God, I did
Yeah,
not think
you
of
have
that.
power.
When-
Take the red slip.
You know,
don't
I
realize it.
can wait for it to go to voicemail, any calls that is a bit iffy. I can then listen to the message and decide how to react. I mean, it was like, this pastor was like the best, thing I ever did. So but you know what? I only realized that, it took time.
I know.
And you think that that's, okay, Elaine, you're not that smart. But it's just, we're human beings, and we do dumb things.
Yeah, and that's good. I think so.
And you learn, okay, that did not feel good. And so I'm going to remember that feeling the next time the situation comes up.
Well, I think what you're saying is, and this is like, from this day, we have to really realize, and we have to be very in tune with ourselves and know what works and what doesn't, and what feels good and what doesn't. And I don't mean just feel good like, okay, well, it feels really good to sit here and eat a whole pie or whatever. No. I'm talking about what really resonates with
Feeds
you.
your soul.
What resonate, where you're aligned yourself with your purpose. So you need to make sure that you're aligned with yourself, and you need to get out of that victim mentality, because that's what happens.
They be the victim.
Well, I'll tell you what, and
Love her,
I talked. I know. I talked about this in my workshop about, like, I was going around blaming. I blame myself. I'm like you. We have our, like, what did I do wrong? Why am I not right? Why am I not good? However,
Or why not? How did this happen?
why? But I'll tell you what I was doing. I was blaming God, or my higher power, whatever you want to say. Don't get mad at me. Whatever.
The
The universe. Whatever you want to say. However you. And I was blamed because I didn't choose to have Poland syndrome, and I didn't choose my family to be born into, and I didn't choose this, and I was doing this, and I was thinking and thinking and thinking about
So
it.
what can you thank them
Yeah,
for?
but guess what? Guess what came to
It's got to
me?
be something.
No, what came to me was I did choose it. Because I really believe this from the bottom of my toes to the top of my head, that, they say that your life is shown to you, at death. I believe that before we're made, whatever, our life, we go, yeah, oh my gosh, this is a great journey. I'm going to do something great in this, in this physical time and space, and you're shown your life and you choose. That's what I believe, because guess what? It takes me out of the victim mentality.
Well, everything's a choice. Success
Right.
is a choice.
So if you have a choice, I chose my family, I chose my body, I chose my journey, I chose everything about this life, and I really believe that. And so now I have nobody to blame. I can't be a victim anymore. I'm not a victim of the universe or God or the circumstances of life. I chose this. And so now, what do I do with it? I have to resonate with myself, align myself with the purpose that I've been given to make things, the things that I have to do happen, and use my gifts to get out there and to do what I'm supposed to do, to bring, whatever my message is to the world, whether it's light and love, or even in its, just be loving to, that whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing right in this moment, right now, I'm doing it. And that's, I can't blame anybody for it, and I'm not going to be a victim anymore. That's it. Yeah. I'm woman, hear me roar.
Okay, and we can show our softer
So
side.
back to making us look younger.
I know.
I know. I'm sorry. Did I get off on a crazy tangent?
No.
I just didn't want to be. I just think that that's what happens. We get to be. We are victims of. We seem to be victims.
Okay, so let me tell you about lips.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you about lips. So just so you know, women, we love to have fillers in our lips,
Okay.
right? Because as we age, our face loses fat, and that's my excuse for not being skinny. Because the fat or the roundness of a face gives you the youthful look, right? Mm-hmm. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So
I love that.
the bottom lip should actually be a little bit fatter than the top lip. And that's what people make mistakes when they have the fillers, is they fill the top lip too much. So that's a little trick to remember, that your bottom lip must be a little fuller. Now they're looking at my lips. But don't look at my lips. But I'm just like, wait, so when you look at people's
lips.
so when you go to...
I want to kiss them.
I have fat. Listen, we all have... What do you love? Okay, physically, what do you love about yourself? Just physically. The physical in beauty, in the world of beauty, when you look at yourself, what do you love?
I like that I have a nice head of hair.
You got beautiful hair.
Yeah.
I always like my hair. It's a little
Right.
hard to manage, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's my, you know, it's like a love-hate. I go, oh, I can't do my hair because it's too much, but I like that I have a nice head of hair.
Right. And you got nice olive skin as well, which is nice.
Yeah, my skin is pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not, I mean, even when I
You have like a Natalie Wood type of look to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, you
that.
do.
Thank you.
So what do you love about, like, when you look at yourself? What you got to love something.
I don't know. Maybe my expression. Maybe
You have
my,
great skin.
I'm very lucky. I have that Italian.
Yeah, you
skin,
got a little
but,
oily skin, which is nice.
I don't know. I don't really look at myself and go, God. I
You
just
don't?
kind of like no.
Oh,
So
I
when
don't
you get
really
dressed
have-
and you put your face on, you don't go, oh, that's nice.
no, I just go turkey neck, turkey neck.
Oh
my gosh, no, honey.
No, I'm not critical, but I'm not like one. I just kind of like
Okay.
I would just say
It was just a question.
maybe my eyes. I do
You got
think my
beautiful
eyes.
eyes.
I
And
like
you got
the
nice
color.
eyebrows.
Yeah, nice eyebrows.
Yeah, you
the
do.
Audrey Hepburn type.
Yeah. It's nice eyebrows.
Thank you. We found it.
And
I always
There
sound
you
so.
go.
I feel like that's a word.
and you have nice hair too. Yeah, you know, nice thick hair.
what do you like about
Yeah.
yourself?
Well, what do I like? I like my lips and I like my eyebrows.
Yeah.
You know, and my skin. You know, it's so funny. I was in surgery a couple of months ago because I had to have something fixed. And the nurses are above me, and the one was like, "Oh, are you Elaine Sterling?" I had a facial the other week, and then the other lady was like, "Oh my God, your skin!" And you know, like when you just come out of anesthetic, you're like,
Oh my gosh, that's nice. I love that.
so yeah, I'm blessed with good skin, and I like, you know, especially because, you know, the fact that I had all my hair fell out, I'm glad that my eyebrows grew back.
Right.
You know, I was happy about that, and the lashes. And when I was a child, when I was a teenager, I had Bell's palsy. So this I had on the side. So you know, I'm just you know, I love fashion and I love beauty, and I like to get dressed and say, you know, I feel beautiful. That's what I
Right.
love. I love it.
I've been actually practicing that. I've been standing in front of the mirror
Yeah.
going, "You are beautiful.
You're a goddess. You need
know,
to
'cause
say
I look
you're
with
a
my
goddess.
hand and everything. I was felt ugly,
Nah.
and I never really would. Now, so when I took my picture for my workshop, I went like this,
Yeah, good.
and because I always felt, you know, it was hard for me. So you know, and I just had to, you know, and so every day I go, I'm beautiful. I know we have to sign
Well,
on.
I want to know what
take a-
he likes about himself. I want to know.
You like your hair?
The men,
My eyes, I think my eyes and my
your butt.
You got nice eye color. Is that what is that?
I thought you were
blue
pointing your
or
butt.
green?
I love your eye color.
And what is
actually.
what's the green beret? What is that?
I was in special forces, jumped out of perfectly good airplanes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Good for you.
Oh my gosh.
I like your hair too.
Geronimo.
Thank you.
Now for men,
I
no.
just turned 55, so my wife was
Oh my God, you
That's
look
majestic.
amazing.
gray hair.
You look amazing.
Did
No,
you watch
is that,
Jelly?
why does men don't?
Age.
55? Is it because they shave? No, I heard women are shaving now in
Oh, I
LA
shave my face.
with a razor.
Yeah, or dermaplaning. I have a special gadget that I bought, but it's important to. There's a couple of reasons.
Is that
for
why men look good like
Yeah.
this?
Well, also they have a thicker skin and oilier skin, but yeah, shaving's important.
Shaving.
Oh, all right. We're gonna have to talk about this. We're gonna have to.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm in.
we're gonna have to talk about this maybe
Especially
after.
because then the serums will penetrate the skin.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about. Okay, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, Living Atlanta, and this one is for Alyssa Darcy, Nasso El Hachem, and Natalie Thompson. Thanks for liking my Just Steph page. Okay, and this is Deadlock. This okay. So, all right. So let me see. Hold on. I gotta see. Okay, so.
Do you want to go straight to the Living Atlanta promo right after this song, or do you
Yes.
want to come back and then talk?
Oh, should we do the? Oh, yeah, we can do. Oh, we can. Oh, hold on. No, I didn't mean to do that. Whoopsie. Okay.
You have a very regal.
All right. So, what? Okay. So,
I love.
I have a lot of Valentine stuff to do. So we'll do the Living Atlanta promo because I think Charlie's going to call in. Charlie Wilton.
You
He's
can
gonna
auction
call.
me off for Valentine's Day.
Okay,
Oh,
so,
here we
so,
go.
you want to, so we'll come out of the
Do a
song, go
kissing
straight
booth.
to the promo, and then you can come back and say, we're doing Living Atlanta right after the promo.
Oh no! You know what? Should we do? What should we do?
Ow.
Should we do the Living Atlanta and then do the promo?
I do the promo before you do
Okay,
the
let's do
Living
that.
Atlanta.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
And
All
then,
right.
and then we can go straight into, like I said, when you do the promo, and then go straight into Living Atlanta. Or you could, like I said, you can come back. You can say, hey, now we're going Living Atlanta like you always do.
I
We'll
wanted
do
to
the
say
promo,
that. I want to say that, and then
We'll do the promo and then do the
Yes.
the thing.
yes.
Cool.
Okay, perfect. Hi, Jimmy. How are you? Hi, Chuck. Let's see. I need Skype.
Okay, so that's it. All right, we're good. All right.
Good. All right.
What is the number? We can have this neighbor. What is the number one thing that you are? You know, because it's not like it necessarily wrinkles. It's just
tenacity.
everything falling. Like
Yeah.
my neck now, I notice when I turn, it doesn't turn it. Like it's just,
You know, I think you
I
have
did-
to look at what really bothers you now.
it's just the stuff that's falling.
Right. Well, the
or
only
I'm
thing to do
tired.
about that is they're going to have to cut and pull it back.
But is there anything you can do before that for preventative?
You could do microcurrent, but you'd have to do it like every week, but it's still not good because there's loose skin and there's also, it's just basically they have to pull it back. And I'm probably going to have. Are we live?
No,
Oh,
we got 1 minute.
Oh, can they hear us?
They
Oh,
can't.
okay. So they can do like a mini lift that's not an anesthetic where they can just basically pull that back. You know,
Well, I'll get lipo. You get a lift,
where do you want to have lipo?
like on my legs.
On the legs.
I've done it before, but you know what? No,
What
I
about-
don't anymore.
What about cool sculpting? Have you tried that?
Yeah,
I did. It didn't work for me.
No, you know what?
It did,
you
but it
know
was
what?
expensive.
I've decided that I'm just gonna change my mindset about a lot of stuff.
Exactly.
I'm just changing
You
my
have
mindset
to-
about a lot of stuff.
You know, I mean,
About
I
the
will
weight,
never be a
everything.
size 2. It's not going to happen. And if you don't like it,
All right. You want to know where to go this weekend? You've been waiting for Living Atlanta.
This week's Living Atlanta is brought to you by Charlie and Zydafunk. Zydafunk was formed while Charlie was living in Atlanta and missing the music from Louisiana. Take an exhilarating trip with Zydafunk through Louisiana and beyond with bass-driven funk with hits of Latin, reggae, jazz, and blues. For more information, check out www.charliewooten.com. And don't miss Zydafunk's King Cake Party at Northside Tavern this Friday and Saturday at 10 p.m. And if you're a local musician and would like to sponsor Living Atlanta at no cost to you to celebrate my move to the Real 1100, email me at steph@juststeph.com.
Woo! This song just make you happy.
All right, people. All right. So listen, drink responsibly, drive responsibly, call Uber, call Lyft, call a cab, call a friend, leave your car at the valet, but
Yep.
please do not drink and drive. Please,
Not
please,
worth it.
please, please. It's not worth it. So, okay, what is everybody doing this weekend? And Valentine's is your birthday. So happy birthday to you, love.
I will be here with my
Oh.
family because I have to work
Oh,
on my house in
oh.
Georgia.
Well, come here and we'll
Augusta.
celebrate. If you want, I'll be here.
So what we decided to do is auction, since I'm single, auction me off for Valentine's dinner, and then the money will go to your charity.
Oh,
Where is this?
Yeah.
Where is this? Where?
We just made the decision.
She
now.
just made it.
Oh.
So if any, okay,
Oh,
if anybody.
I thought you were at like a ball or something.
All right,
I'm like,
so
we gotta go.
If any of my listeners want to go with Elaine, private message me and we're raising money for something. I don't know. We're raising money. We'll send it to Poland Syndrome.
There you go.
We're raising money for Charlene's neck surgery.
Yeah, we'll get
For a little leopard
Neck
gift,
gift.
darling, sweet pretty darling. This is money put to good use.
Oh my gosh, so funny. So what are you doing? You're here this week. Well, you're with me for a little bit, for a couple of days. So I don't know. We'll,
Oh, I think I'm gonna be at the Punchline, maybe
Oh.
tomorrow night.
Yay! All right, so we'll find out. We'll you know what? I'll put it on Facebook. So anybody wants to go see Charlene at Punchline tomorrow night,
Or tonight.
or tonight, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure. I'll let y'all know.
Okay. It's all last.
I'll let y'all know. So what are you doing? You doing anything fun this weekend?
Playing with my puppies. You know, I've got 2
Oh, I
puppies.
know they're so cute.
Yeah, Louis the second and Maxie.
I love
Ah,
you. They're so cute.
What kind of puppies?
A Morkie and a Yorkie. So I'll be playing with them and crate training them,
Oh, there you go.
and hopefully going to the gym.
Yeah.
So that'll be maybe I'll go for a facial. You know, we offer facials and massages at like discount prices at the school because we have a
Right.
student clinic.
Oh.
So maybe
We're
I'll go.
going.
Maybe I'll go for a service. Yeah, your first facial is $17.50. I think your first massage is $17. I
I
don't know.
just passed out.
Whatever you want.
I'm
Whatever you
gonna
want
be
to
there all
pay.
day
Let's think
tomorrow.
about it. We could do it.
Yeah.
Think
So
about
maybe
it.
we'll go Friday.
It's already done.
Tomorrow. So all right. So this is we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do with this girl right here. But Saturday night I'm gonna be at Wild Wings for the Cupid is Stupid singles party. And
Where's
I'll be
Wild Wings?
It's in Dunwoody. And
Never been.
Justin, who sponsored, Justin Borman, who sponsored Living Atlanta, I think it was last week, he's going to be singing. So I want to go and see how he's doing. I mean,
Do
I'm
they
not
smoke
single.
in that bar?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No. So you want to go?
Oh, yeah, maybe I'm not.
It's-
I'm
I
not
mean,
anything.
I'm not single, but I don't care. All my friends are going. So.
Well, yeah, that's the point. I mean, you're
Who
going.
cares?
I'll probably have more fun with you. Than,
Yeah.
You know.
You know what? Can I say this? I put the FU in fun. Can I say? I can't say that. Yeah, I put the FU in fun. So yeah, we'll have a good time. So yeah, and next week. Is that bad?
No, you just did. I was
Oh,
like,
sorry.
you got to expand it. Well,
Okay, sorry. Oh, sorry. All right. So do we have is Charlie on the line? Did he call in?
yes, he is.
Oh, Charlie, is he there? Hey, Charlie, how are you?
Wonderful. How are you guys?
We're good. Thank you for hanging on the line and calling in. Charlie's going to be at the Northside Tavern tomorrow night doing his little Zyda-fun. So how's everything going?
It's going wonderful. I'm in New Orleans right now, getting ready to drive up to Atlanta.
Nice. That's so funny. My son's girlfriend is in New Orleans and he's driving there I think today. So you can high five each other on the way. But
There you go.
so do you drive here every time you come here? Thank you for sponsoring Living Atlanta. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me. It's wonderful. You've always been good to me, and so, happy to be on it. No, I don't usually drive. I usually fly. I usually go by myself, but I'm bringing my wife and
Nice.
and also Keiko Kamaki. She's a keyboard player here in New Orleans. She tours with a band called Playing for Change.
Uh-huh.
You may have seen their stuff on YouTube. This guy goes around the world and records street musicians.
Cool.
Oh, I love that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so they build schools in third world countries. It's like a whole movement.
Oh,
Well,
I
she
love
tours
it.
with the main band.
Oh,
And
wow.
she's actually from Japan. She moved here to learn how to play New Orleans music, and she plays it better than most of the guys in New Orleans.
Wow.
And so she's coming up with me, and she'll be a special guest Friday and Saturday night. She's amazing.
That's nice. I love that.
Yeah.
So now are you going to have a hurricane or what are you doing to celebrate? I know you're singing and everything, but what do you do to celebrate Mardi Gras?
What do I do?
Yeah.
When I'm home when I'm in Louisiana, we go to parades and
Right.
we do all the crazy stuff.
I know, fun.
When I lived in, I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana. I lived in Atlanta for 15 years, so I've always thrown this king cake party at Northside Tavern.
Right.
So it brings me back, and we have a blast. We decorate the whole place. There's a place called Arc. They do recycled beads right around the corner from my house. So I get these huge crawfish bags of beads for like $20. So I got like 4 huge bags and these are from all the parades, like in Endymion and Barkus and all the New Orleans parades.
Nice.
And so you're gonna get some authentic beads from us,
Fun.
And one of my friends, Eddie Landry, who I've known since I was born, our grandparents actually used to hang out. He lives in Atlanta, and he makes a jambalaya, so we'll have jambalaya ready to go. We have a girl that does face painting, and, we just have a big old party at Northside Tavern for 2 nights.
So do you know Henry from Henry's Louisiana Grill? Up in
You know Henry, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be on my show next week. So he's a great guy. He's awesome. I love him. He's so great. Well, listen. So tell us again. How can people get to find you? You're going to be at Northside Tavern. 10 o'clock is the show.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday, and then Tuesday night, Fat Tuesday, will be in Athens at the Foundry.
At the Foundry. I've been there.
So if you got any Athens listeners or anybody up that way, you can come see us Tuesday night, and that'll be an early show, like around 7.
Right, for the kids. A lot of do you get a lot of students that go to that?
Sometimes.
Right.
Athens is,
You never know.
you never know.
Right.
But Northside Tavern will be packed. Get there
Yeah.
early. It's going to be a party. We're going to have a really good time. I've got Donna Hawkins coming also Friday night as a special guest.
Nice.
And, yeah, it's going to be great.
Great. Well, thank you so much for calling in and for sponsoring Living Atlanta, and we'll be in touch. And I hope you pack it out and have a blast. And happy Mardi Gras.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, take care,
try to
babe.
get out of- Okay, y'all have a good day.
All right, drive safely. Ciao. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so that was nice. Yeah,
When is Mardi Gras?
It's Tuesday. It's
I know
Tuesday.
Ash Wednesday is on my birthday.
I know, but you
Tuesday
get
next week?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So yeah, I usually try and make a big, dinner on Tuesday night for my kids, like super fattening, and then I usually make heart-shaped pancakes on Valentine's Day
Oh,
for my
that's
kids.
cute.
Yeah.
So the first time I went to New Orleans, I'd never seen this Mardi Gras, and so people were like throwing the beads, and ladies were lifting up their tops. And so my first thought was, I'm not lifting my top for plastic beads. Maybe some Mickey Motos, but not plastic beads.
I know. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it.
Give me a
Yeah, my gosh.
plastic
All right.
beads for God's sake.
So let me just, I gotta get in. Deb Bowman is at Bread and Butterfly all Fridays in February. It's supposed to be awesome, and she's playing Ursula in The Little Mermaid at Serenbe at the end of March and April. Johnny Perazzo is off this week. There's always music every night at Dixie Tavern, City Winery, Venkman's, and Smith's Old Bar. And for the month of February, Davio's is offering a perfect pairing of fusilli and short ribs paired with a glass of Etude
I love
Grace
Davio's.
Benoit Vineyards. I know, I love it. And it's a Pinot Noir for $30. So you get an entree and a glass of wine for $30, and that's a lot of fun. So we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, more Living Atlanta, and this song goes out to my Boston birthdays, Tom Cooney, Julie Petal, Wesniak, and Michelle Quinlan. Happy birthday, Boston peeps. Love you. Okay, wow. You know what's so funny? The last couple of weeks, I've been scrounging for stuff to say, and now I'm finally getting in the groove, because I added 30 minutes.
Oh,
So
okay.
now I know for a fact that I'm behind, because I have a lot of things coming up.
Sure.
So it's all good.
So let's see. Is anybody else join us?
Hi, Terry. That's it. Okay, that's good. Liza is on. It's so funny. I don't get too many people on Instagram as I do on. Well, Facebook is big, but I was doing Periscope before, which is part of Twitter, and I had a lot more viewers, but I have more followers on Instagram than I do on Twitter. So who knows? Whatever. Who cares?
Well, any kind of advertising, things to say, it's just like, there's a bullet that shoots a bunch of bullets, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
Takes time.
You take it out and then you just put it everywhere, and then you don't know what is, but you need to do all of them for some reason.
Well, yeah, you do. And you know what's so funny? A couple weeks ago when I was in Boston, I was at the grocery store getting some stuff to go to my girlfriend's house to eat, and I was with Eddie, and one of the girls that I went to high school with goes, Stephanie, oh my God. She just I watch your stuff every day on Facebook. I haven't talked to her in 15 years or whatever, but whatever. She's like, I watch your stuff, I want to go to your workshop and blah, 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 blah. I mean, I was like, oh my God, you just never know. Okay, Maddie, let me just answer this text, so you all talk.
So when are you going back?
Next week, and then I have to come back.
Okay.
It's like, I have a mess of a house. I had my house that I got my divorce. My ex, when I left my marriage, I didn't leave with one dime.
No, I didn't either.
And he's rich. And I hate him. But he's helping me right now, so I literally feel like, when I talk to him, I'm like, it's like somebody had raped you, and they're just scolding you, well, this is why when I was married to you, and you go, I need help from my rapist, and I literally have to stand here. And
So wait, why does he have to help you?
He has to help me because the house became, he has a construction company, and the house that he gave me was from the 70s that we decided on, that right when I took it over, he was paying the insurance, and there was a lightning strike on the house. And instead of fixing it, he just took the money. So now when they gutted the walls, they were all on fire. Everything the whole house was gutted. I needed $50,000, so I put it all in credit cards. The kitchen lady just took off with my money. I had a couple of things happen, and he has a lot of connections, and he can help me get a kitchen. And I tried not to use them, but everything has gone wrong. So I just finally called him and said, "All right, just who's your kitchen guy?"
He was supposed to fix it in the first place. He took the money. Oh, there you go.
And he doesn't care. But I do need his help. He is helping me get.
Facebook knows.
Everybody knows.
Well, he's not here, so it doesn't. I mean, and then he has a place where you can get furniture. So I'm gonna make it a corporate house.
Hi,
It's gonna be a corporate.
What are you doing?
Okay.
It's near the National, so I'm gonna make it a corporate house, and I'm not gonna ever deal with renters.
Miss you.
I don't think I can make my money, but now I've got to furnish a whole house with new furniture, and he's helped me with that. So he's helped me, but at the same time, he says stuff, and I'm like,
He's enjoying helping you.
he's enjoying.
Torturing you.
Yes, he
Oh,
is.
20 seconds, kids. All right, so you're going to have to put up with my lists. Sorry.
Oh, man, I'm just listening now.
All right, we're back, and we've got a lot of stuff going on, so I'm going to have to be quick about this, kids. So tonight, it's February Flight Night at 3 Sheets from 5 to 11, and they're doing some matching with some bourbons, and it's only $25. And Thursdays is it's at the chef's counter at 1 Midtown Kitchen from 7 to 10. It's 5 courses, and it's at and it's let me see, it's $55, and you get a front row and the chef right at the counter. And that should be a lot of fun. Now, it's Ladies' Night at Whiskey Blue tonight from 8 to 10. That's at the top of the W in Buckhead. And what they're doing is they're celebrating the upcoming release of 50 Shades Freed with the Red Room Ladies' Night on Thursday.
Definitely
It's like
getting
Ladies'
tickets.
Night. So it's from 8 to 10. And bring your best gal pal, because the first 50 ladies who purchase the cocktail will be rewarded with a special curated gift from Christian Grey himself. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's some handcuffs or something. So live Thursday. It's live Thursday at Eclipse to Luna in Dunwoody from 8 to 2 a.m. And that's sort of a Latin flair. And it's Thursdays at the Regent, and that's atop of American Cut in Buckhead, Atlanta from 8 to 12. They have your DJ, Grace Lamour. And Friday night at Whiskey Mistress is John Seifert's Valentine Red Hot Party, and that's from 7 to whenever. And that'll be fun. There'll be drink specials and food specials. Dressed in your best red dress.
I've never been there.
On the Whiskey Mistress, we need to go. 9 p.m. You want to get there at 9 p.m. It's Northside Tavern. That's what Charlie was just talking about. Zyda is there. It's a $10 cover, and that's a Living Atlanta sponsored. Charlie Wooten and Zyda, and that's at Northside Tavern. That's an interesting place, and it's a lot of fun. Havana Fridays from 9 to 3 is Ladies and Industry Night. You can get a table and get some VIP stuff going on there. It's TGIF at the Regent from 9 to 1. They're having Joey Casanova. He's a great DJ. He's going to be DJing at the Regent. Now, Saturday is Cardio Blast at Body Design Personal Training at 10 a.m. It's a free 45-minute fat-burning workout for all fitness levels. They run your butt off through Georgia Tech. It's a lot of fun. It's the 8th annual Cupid is Stupid party, which I'm going to be going to at Wild Wings. So if you see me, please come say hi. And it's hosted by Simi, who's been here on my show, and it's entertainment by Justin. It'll be a lot of fun. The Mike Veal Band is at Huey Louie's in Sandy Springs from 9 to 12, and that's with Kenny's Kickoff Crew.
Never been there either.
Oh, the food's great there.
God,
It's
I
really
need to get
good.
out.
So it's Saturdays at the Regent,
your puppies on the
and
weekend.
Grace Lamour is spinning your favorite discs, and at 11:50 p.m. at the Strand in Marietta is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So let's go do the time warp, right?
Cool.
Now on Sunday, there's a free community hot yoga class in Sandy Springs from 4:30 to 6, and it's a candlelight class.
It's free. That's awesome.
It's free, and it's bring your own mat, or you can rent one of theirs. Bring plenty of water, so it's from 4:30 to 6. That's kind of a long time, but you can do it. Johnny's Hideaway, their live music at 8:30 is Home Bra, and that's BRUH, and it's a $5 cover. From 7 to 8:30, this is interesting. It's the Jazz of Prince at Madhouse. It's Madhouse at
That's cool.
Venkman's, and they're paying, he did a bunch of jazz music and that really wasn't, the record people told them no way, and so they're going to be doing this music at Venkman's on Sunday night, yes. And Sunday night comedy festival, it's open mic competition at the Punchline from 9 to 10:45 on Sunday night. That's going to be fun. Now, Tuesday is Mardi Gras. There's Mardi Gras at Avalon at 5 p.m., and Fat Tuesday with the Groove Masters Brass Band at Copeland's in Cumberland from 6 to 9. And it's Carnival at 3 Sheets in Sandy Springs at 8 p.m. So lots of Mardi Gras stuff
I'm exhausted.
going on.
I know.
I'm tired.
Well, I think people are going
Okay.
to be celebrating Valentine's Day this weekend.
Right, they could be doing
because
that
it's
too.
Wednesday,
So,
so it's like,
yes, and Valentine's, so now for Valentine's, now I'm going to go down the list pretty quickly, so message me if you don't get any of this information, you need information. Davio's is having a special dinner, of course, and the a la carte menu is always available. New York Prime is open at 5 p.m. American Cut has a special Valentine's Day menu, and you have different choices, and it's $95 a person, so it's it's going to be great. Option one is $78 a person. Option 2 is $95, and you get some drinks and stuff like that in there. Lots of fun. You can also celebrate Valentine's Day at F&B in Atlanta. They have a special menu as well for $49 a person, and they also have their regular menu. It's Valent Noni's at Noni's on Edgewood Ave, and that's from 5 to 2 a.m. They have lots of stuff going on there. They're actually showing movies there, love movies like The Bodyguard and Romeo and Juliet. So you can go with your loved one and watch love movies. Gypsy Kitchen is open from 5 to 11, and it's a Prince...
or you can go cry by yourself.
It's
And hold the hand of some stranger in the
It's
dark.
a Prince Valentine celebration at Mad Life Studios in Woodstock with Purple Madness. It's 8 p.m. You can get the tickets on www.ticketfly.com. Now, this is from Malika Bowling, the 11 most romantic restaurants in Atlanta, and I actually picked one when Eddie comes the following weekend.
That's awesome.
Atlas in the St. Regis.
Yep.
Wisteria. STK in Midtown, which is awesome. I love it there. Bistro Nico. 5 Church, which is in Midtown. Bistro VG.
Yep.
10 Degrees South.
I was there 2
Food's
months ago.
great there. Aria, which is lovely. Cape Dutch, which I want to go to. I haven't been to that
Well, you
one.
just got to get it. I haven't been either.
Polaris, which goes round and
Yeah.
round. 2 Urban Licks, which is, I know Eddie won't watch this. We're going to go there next week when he comes into town. So we're going to go to 2 Urban Licks.
Okay.
And that's it. So that's what's going on. That's where to go. So now I'm coming up on Tuesdays at Whiskey Mistress. Whiskey Mistress is 2 for Tuesdays, and Wednesday Mark Phillips is at New York Prime from 6 to 10, singing all his Dean Martin
Love
stuff.
New York Prime.
Yes, and I love it there too. Now on 3/1, Jerry Farber is going to March 1st. Jerry Farber is going to be in here. We're going to be celebrating his birthday in here, but his birthday party is on the 7th of March, and it's his 80th birthday party, and it's at the Punchline. Tickets are $20. We will be there. So we're all going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
We're going to be
I'm
there.
excited.
Come say hi to me. I think, yes, I'm so excited. Next week, I got Chef Henry Chandler from Louisiana Grill is going to be here. I'm very excited.
Bringing
He's
food?
awesome. He always says, last time he brought bread pudding. I mean, it was to die for. I died and woke up on Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Well, ever since you've been talking about Mardi Gras New Orleans, I'm like, oh my God, all I think about is Paul Prudhomme.
So, okay, girls, will you come back another time? Will you come back?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have to come back.
I'll totally come back.
I'll make you come back.
I will come back.
You have to come back because you're a lot of fun. So we'll definitely,
Thank
yes.
you.
Oh my gosh. All right, so listen, you know where I'm at. I'm all over Facebook, Twitter at Steph Palermo, YouTube, Instagram, Just Steph1, and of course, JustSteph.com. I've got a lot coming up this year. 2018 is the year. I love it. So, girls, thank you so much for being on. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I love you.
Yeah, oh,
And
How
I
can
love
we
you
hear
now.
where can we find you?
ElaineSterling.com.
that's it. I know.
Elaine.
Thank you. This is why you're my co-host today. I needed you.
Facebook? Do you have a Facebook? Everything.
Facebook, Twitter, SPARDSI is the student clinic. ElaineSterling.com is for the school. I'm in Sandy Springs.
$17.50 for
It's your first facial.
Facial?
Yeah, because the students perform all the services.
yeah, no, that's
But,
great.
you know,
Still.
the standard is very high. And
And they're going to work on you more because, you know, they want a good grade. Like, you
Yeah.
better rub this wrinkles out.
we have microdermabrasion, microcurrent, LED, chemical peels.
my God.
all
I
kinds
love
of
it.
stuff.
I love it.
I
Okay,
know.
so know I love you all.
I'll be there.
Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby.
Bye.
Yay! That was awesome.
Oh, talk about that food. I'm so starving.
I'm starving. No, I am starving. I haven't eaten.
we're done.
I just flew in this morning.
I know. I'm like, oh my God, I'm talking about this food and my stomach was going, grrr.
It was a good
Hi,
time.
Kathy. How are you? All right, kids, we gotta go. Bye.